change your Instagram strategy. Instead of trying to reach the followers you already have, and like, because Instagram has this thing right now where they're not really showing your posts to the followers you already have. Like, say I have like 200 followers on Instagram. If I post on that account, probably 20 people will see it that follow me, because that's just how the algorithm works. Because people follow so many people, you've got to compete with those other people, right? And every time someone follows a new person, Instagram pushes that new person's content out more than everyone else, because that's just a feature they have. I don't know why, but anyway. So, right, instead of trying to reach the followers you already have, I've changed my tactic and it's worked so well, especially when you're trying to like optimize for sales through Instagram. Like, you're trying to post reels to reach the followers you have, to incentivize them to go through the link in your bio to buy something. Forget that. That was an old strategy that does not work anymore, or it doesn't work as well as it did. Anywhere nearly as well. Probably 90% less effective. So what you want to do instead is optimize for new followers. Reach new people all of the time. You want to get new followers, and then what you want to do is you want to start selling on your story. You want to sell through your Instagram story, because that's something that isn't as like concentrated, isn't as like, what's the word? Like, there's not as many people doing that, right? The main people are mainly right now are trying to make reels to get people in to click the link in the bio and sell them through that, right? That's the main switch you want to do. So you want to make reels to reach new people, and carousel posts as well, because they're doing well now as well. Like the posts where you can post like multiple pictures in a row, because it's easier to. I find nowadays Instagram, it's more stimulating, the carousel post, than reels, because think about it, right? You have to sit there watching it for like 45 seconds or something, whereas a carousel post, it's just swipe, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's instant dopamine, a lot faster than a reel. I worded that horrendously, but I hope you know what I meant. So instead, post both, right? Post both, and then push it to people to click on your story. Still have the link in the bio, but don't let that be the main focus. Just invite them in as a follower, and post on your story. Post valuable stuff. Like I post these things. It's like, ask me a question about the niche I post about, which on my Instagram account is self-improvement. And then all these people answer the questions. I reply to the questions on my story, and I leave a link at the bottom to my paid products. And it's easy. It's so easy. And you can post as many of those stories as you want. Like, I do say you want to post like 20 stories. Like you get like 100 questions. You want to reply to 20 of them. And I'd put your link like 10 times or something, because Instagram stories, it's not as like deep if you put your link on it, because they can just click to the next one. Whereas if you send like 10 emails, like 10 messages, or whatever it is, like you post 10 reels that say, buy my product, it's a lot more like in your face and like annoying. Whereas like an Instagram story, it's just next. Like, it's not that deep, you know what I mean? So you can spam that as much as you want, really. Just have 50% value and 50% value, but with, like, you want 100% value, but you want half of that, the post, to have the CTA, the call to action, in that thing. You want the link in half of them, so that it doesn't get like completely salesy. Like, you want people you want an audience as well as just buyers. Like, you want mainly buyers, but you also want other people who just watch, just to push your engagement up, so you reach more people as well. But you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna drive your sales crazy, and that's the first strategy you want to implement. So reach new people to view your story, and then once they've bought, it's like, that's it. You don't have to worry about if they've watched your stuff anymore, because they've bought. You can sell them. It's easier to sell to someone who's already bought than it is to sell to a new person. So do you know what I mean? You're in there already. Instead of trying to reach the followers you already have, you just get a new person in, get them to watch your story, get them to make a sale, and that's it. You don't have to worry whether they watch your stuff again or not, because they've already bought. That's why it's such a powerful strategy, because it doesn't rely on constant retention. It just relies on bang, they've bought. That's it. I don't have to worry about that person now. I can focus on the next person, and the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one, and so on. Now, the other strategy is something called Instagram Threads, which I mentioned at the start. No, I didn't. Anyway, Instagram Threads is so underrated. I've reached 197 followers on Instagram Threads in like a month, and that was from like 0, right? And I've not really been doing Instagram. Instagram's sort of on the side. Instagram Threads, I wasn't even posting like religiously or routinely every single day, and until like I started doing, because I saw that a lot of posts were getting like 1,000, 2,000 views, and like people were engaging with my post and through the link in my bio, and I was like, bro, wait a second, like Instagram Thread is so like underused, you know? I was like, bro, there's a market here that has not been attacked enough yet. It's not saturated enough. That was the word I was looking for before. Like, it's not saturated enough. So right now, the tactic I use, right, is I post threads asking for people to reply if they're interested in these set things, like these lists of things. And it's because my account is in the self-improvement niche. It's like going to the gym, eating healthy, waking up early, like everything that's about self-improvement, right? And these people comment, oh, it's me. They follow me on Instagram Threads. And then I go into Instagram. I go in, because on Threads, you can link your Instagram to your Threads account it's just a button in the top right corner. So I go in their account, I go on Instagram, and then I message them. It's so easy. And literally, because I have a free community, and in that stuff, I just have a free community that I can combine with social media, so it makes it more like a back and forward engagement rather than they subscribe and they never see my stuff again. They subscribe, they join the community, and then I can just lead them to everything else that I'm selling, right? That's like the hub. But anyway, most of like I got up to 50 members before I had to like pause it because because I never made a community before. There was certain things I did wrong that I need to like switch up before I republish it. But anyway, so from Threads, I got 40 something members in like a week, and I was like, bro, that's crazy. 40 members in a week, whereas everything else it was like nine members, and some of that was literally just friends in that 9 people. So it was like. Threads is so massively underrated, especially if you're like trying to get leads rather than just sales. Like sales, I don't know. I'm not tried to get sales yet, but I will be doing soon, so I can update you on that. But I know for engagement, if you're getting followers and reaching new people, which is the exact strategy I'm recommending, Threads is like a gold mine, because you could also, if you link it to the first strategy, you go on Threads, you make these posts, they follow you on Threads. You push people on Threads as well to follow your Instagram, or you like just message them and be like, "Hi, thanks for following me on Threads. I hope you enjoy my posts, whatever." Then they follow you on Instagram, and then they see your stories, and there you go. You don't have to watch your reels or your posts. It's the stories that matter more than the posts, I think, nowadays. And that's why it's also helpful to have like highlights on your account as well. So it's like stories that just permanently there for people to see. Like, you don't want to spam too many highlights because people just aren't going to be clicking through all that. But you need to just have the ones that matter the most. Like these questions that you get asked, and when you get when you answer a question, you just know the answer is so good. Add that to your highlights. Make sure the link's on it. There you go. Because they're going to see the question that someone asked, which, because someone else asked that question, that means other people are going to relate to it. If it's not like a specific question, at least, right? Just like a vague question, people are going to relate to that. They're going to see your answer that you just know is really good. And they're going to see the link, they're going to check it out. And if they might not buy, but they're still checking it out. And you're going to get so much engagement from that. Just saving a story to your account that you know is valuable. Like, it's just it's simple, really. But not many people do Instagram stories. Or they do it wrong. They do it like, it's like they post occasionally. But if the goal is to get people to view your Instagram story, like, forget about the reels, likes, and what other followers and all that. Focus on the story views. Like, say you're getting like 50 a day right now. Aim to get 500 every time you post one. That's the goal. Then increase it, because those people are more engaged than any other people, and those are the ones that are gonna buy. You know, I think the stories retend people. Retend, is that even a word? The stories have a high retention when it comes to engagement, because if they see your stories, they're going to see everything else, and they're going to actually check out what you're doing. I don't know if that made sense, but the point, that you get the point. So there's two strategies from this that you should take from this video. Is stop focusing on selling, like getting your posts to the people who already follow you. Instead, reach new people. This is purely for people who want to sell through Instagram, by the way. It's not a strategy for people who just want to grow their account or whatever. No, it's for people who want to use it for sales, which everyone watching this video probably does. Anyway, forget your followers that you already have. Focus on getting new ones that go see your story, then buy from that. And on your story, it's easy. Just ask a question about and then, you press ask a question, just ask a question, then just add in about whatever your niche is that you post. For me, I put ask me a question about self-improvement, and I just reply, and then I add a link at the bottom. Easy. And number 2 is go to threads, post content that is relatable, that is repostable, and it's like you can do like quotes, you can just do personal stories that people will like empathize with and be like, oh, I relate to that. They'll follow you, check out your Instagram, or you message them saying thank you for following me on threads. I hope you like my Instagram too. They'll check out your Instagram, check out your story, they'll buy there. And you just spam threads. I post like 20 times a day on threads. And at least one post every day does well enough to get me like 5 followers a day. That's not much, right? But I've been doing this for a month, so it's quite a lot for me. So that's everything for this video. It didn't make sense at some parts, but it's very, very good. Like, honestly, you will blow up. You'll add like an extra 50% at least to your sales currently that you're making if you follow this strategy, because the link in bio strategy does not work as well as it did. Like, people don't read captions anymore to go to the link in bio. It's like, forget about that. Like, you want the post to inspire them to check out your account, not the caption, the post itself, and they check out your account. Instead of, you can still have the link in the bio, which is gonna still make sales, right? But have the story be the main focus. Like, it's easier for them to look at your story than it is to look at everything else. Like, so, but it's just another layer of value that they can consume, and it's easier to consume an Instagram story than anything else, because it's just like a Instagram carousel post. It's just swipe, and if every single story that you post is valuable, then it's like it builds a sort of trust, and then they're gonna check out your thing, gonna buy it. So that is everything for this video. I kind of waffled a lot, but I hope it did make sense. Like, this has actually helped me so much, so I hope it helps you too. But yeah, that's everything for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.